So if you're wondering what you should do if you get a loan denial, that's the topic of this video. If you want to know how to handle that loan denial, stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is Christina, and on this video, I'm going to talk about loan denial, right? But not just dwelling on the loan denial, how you can move forward from a loan denial and how you can turn that negative into a positive. Now, when you get a loan denial, often what happens, you feel dejected, you feel down, you feel like, what did you do wrong, right? You almost feel defeated. But what typically happens when you're in that state is you forget to take a very important step with that loan denial. And let's get into the very first thing you should do if you get a loan denial is find out why, specifically why you got that loan denial, right? So that means make sure you have some way to take notes on what the lender's verdict is on why it is the loan was denied, because there's always a reason why, right? So you want to be very specific about why, and you want to take good notes as to why, right? And the reason that you want to do that is because that lender denied you. There are lots of lenders out there, and all lenders are not created equal, okay? So just because one lender said no does not mean that you can't find another lender to say yes. But what often happens is if you don't get detailed information on why the loan was denied by the previous lender, then you're going to leave a lot of guesswork for the next lender. And you don't want to do that. You want to help the lender say yes to your loan approval, right? So what you want to do is when you get the denial, right? There may be some notes that you took that are specifically related to actions you need to take right now, right? And if it's something simple, you can just go take care of it, go do that. But I also recommend that you talk to a few other lenders. Explain to them your situation. Explain to them what you were previously told. If you communicate well with your next lender, they can actually give you a blueprint to get that approval with their company, especially if they offer the type of loan that you need or that works for your situation. And especially, again, if you have the documentation that is necessary to get done what needs to be done. So take good notes, and then take those notes, review if there's anything you need to handle, but then also talk to a few other lenders. Explain to them the situation, get specific with them about what they need, ask them specifically if this particular issue that the previous lender cited is going to prevent you from getting an approval. And you want to do all of this before you get a credit report pulled, okay? So I recommend that you don't have your credit pulled first. You just simply have the conversation. Gauge with that lender their communication style and whether they are a good fit for you. Because just like with a real estate agent, sometimes with your loan officer, you need to make sure that there's a good rapport there and that you have good communication with each other before you jump in and have them pull your credit. It's okay to have a few credit pulls, but you don't want to waste a credit pull with a lender that you ultimately are not going to be able to work with, either due to personality or due to their programs not meeting what you need. So again, the first lender who denies you, if you run into this situation, you want to make sure you understand why the denial happened. And then the second thing you want to do is take stock of the information that you were given. See if there's anything you need to handle. But also, while you're taking stock of what you need to do, talk to some other lenders. Get a second opinion, because all lenders are not created equal. Some lenders can work with where you are right now, and they can tell you just do X, Y, and Z and we can get you approved. So if you work with a new lender and you're informed about your own situation and you're informed about why you previously got denied, you can essentially help your new lender get you to an approval. So those are the keys. You can literally turn a loan denial into a loan approval following those simple steps. All right. And before we get out of here, make sure you check the links in the description. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got some good information to carry you forward to get that loan approval. And that's it. I'll see you on the next video.